Hello, world. Welcome to episode 173 of the Jimmy Canz Show. It's prediction time. This Saturday, Berlin, Germany, Bash in Berlin at the Uber Arena. First ever PLE from Germany. Should be an exciting one. And I'm joined by Rodney.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's good to be back. We
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. We've been a minute since we've been able to do one of these things together.
yeah, yeah.
Just between illnesses and just work and life and everything like that, it's been hard to sync up a time to get on here together. But we got it going now.
Yes.
So, what is this? A 5 match card?
Yeah, it's pretty it has some potential to have some pretty heavy outcomes too. So
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited.
Some pretty big ones. And like I said, so it's been a minute since we've been together. A couple of things have happened over that time. Some unfortunate things, and
Yes,
we lost Sika, we
yes.
lost Afa,
Yes.
and then just yesterday we lost Sid.
And that
Um,
and that Sid loss, it caught me off guard.
well, I mean,
Um,
he's been battling cancer, and it caught him,
yeah.
It's very unfortunate. So real quick before we get into it, any memories of those three individuals, from your childhood?
Yeah, well, the Wild Samoans was always as a kid, you tend to most of us back in that time, we tend to lean towards the faces in the
Yep.
company.
Hmm.
Nowadays it's not so much, but back then, everybody was pretty wholesome. So,
Yep.
so it was always terrifying to see the Wild
Oh
Samoans.
yeah. Well, on top of that, in their heyday, that was the height of kayfabe, uh,
Yes,
and everything, and they lived the gimmick and everything like that. So they were scary. I mean, you really thought that
yeah,
those were two savages.
yes, yeah, and
They
so
were.
that's kind of what the picture that comes into my mind when I think about the Wild Samoans,
Hmm.
and obviously for Sid, it's
Hmm.
you know. To me, Sid is one of those guys that, for me personally, he signifies like a lot of what I like in a wrestler,
Uh-huh.
especially as a child, because like he was big and like because he was so not smart, not unintelligent, it made him even more dangerous. And then he was a giant. He didn't have no fat on him, but like he's probably almost 300 pounds.
Yeah.
It was yeah,
Yeah.
Sid
Well,
was
I
my
think,
dude.
yeah, I think was said. I don't think it was. I think he wasn't that he wasn't unintelligent.
Yes, yes,
I
the
think
best
that he just,
promos. He was
well,
the
he
best.
just, yeah, he stumbled over words and like sometimes, things got to have like, the infamous, I have half the brain that you do
Yep.
from.
Yep. Yep. Well, and to your point, yeah, it wasn't that it wasn't that he's unintelligent, but the way that it all came together, though, it just made him seem like. And then okay, and then you pair that with the Brian Pillman power
Almost killing Brian Pillman in War Games.
in the
I
war
was thinking the same
game.
thing. Almost
So
killed Brian Pillman in War Games.
yeah,
The
he's a
shaving cream
legend.
exploded in his face on the barber shop.
Yes, he's a legend. He's a legend now.
Yeah, the
To
half
me,
the brain that you do.
I
Yeah,
actually have him over Vader, like
yeah.
in like the pantheon for me. So
I mean, it's just very unfortunate too. Anytime you lose somebody, but the fact that he never got that Hall of Fame call before,
yeah. Hmm.
so we'll never hear, an acceptance speech from him. And the other thing that's odd with that too is the fact that like there are only two pre-Attitude Era WWF champions not in the Hall. All
Really?
right. Yeah.
Which two?
Sid and Ivan Koloff.
Ivan Koloff. Gotcha.
Every other pre-Attitude Era champion, WWF champion, is in the Hall.
Hmm.
I mean, and there are even a lot of Attitude and post-Attitude Era, ones
Hmm.
in the
Yeah.
Hall now too.
Hmm.
So it's just kind of odd. I mean, and
I,
this no slight or no slight, but I mean, Coco Beware's in the Hall of Fame.
yeah, and you got two champions not. Hey, so do you think that Sid's passing will go ahead and accelerate that?
I
You
hope
think it'd
so.
be
I
less?
mean, it seemed to have done it for Vader. Vader passed and then they put him in, so maybe.
so. I would expect so because when they go with those Hall of Fame classes, they often want they really want to have classes that people are gonna feel the impact.
Mm-hmm.
And Sid, he's pretty iconic, and his passing being so fresh. I think
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
would
I
think
mean,
so.
the only thing, like I said, when they put somebody in after they've passed, those acceptance speeches can be sometimes a little brutal.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, because usually, the family members that are doing it on their behalf aren't used to the public speaking.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't have, they don't have that charisma. So it's just kind of rambling, and they try to be
Yeah.
funny, and it's not funny.
Yeah.
It's kind of
even,
awkward, and
even if it is funny, it's not funny because we don't know them. So the family
yeah,
member. So
yeah,
and last thing on this, I'm sorry but I don't want to
yeah.
drag it out, but
No, no, no.
who who do you think introduces Sid at the hall?
Oh, geez. I mean, I would say,
Is Dan Spivey still alive?
I mean, Dan is still alive, yes, but I mean, I just don't know if anybody would really know Dan.
Mm,
Um, you know, maybe maybe Sean, because of they had a, Sid was his bodyguard for a while, and then they feuded, so that
mm,
could be a way to go.
mm,
Or you know maybe Taker. There's another one that
mm-hmm.
they had that feud. I mean, you know God love Taker for giving Sid that tombstone at 13, when it was a very odorous tombstone, I'm sure. So,
Oh
all
man.
right, let's get into this
Yes, yes,
thing.
yes, yes, yes.
All right, we'll kick it off with the mixed tag. You got the Judgment Day being represented by Dirty Dominic Mysterio and the Women's World Champion Liv Morgan, taking on the Terror Twins, Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. Um, Rod, which way you going here?
So I'm gonna go the new Judgment Day.
Okay.
I think right now they got the numbers game because even all things even, the Terror Twins obviously win this matchup, but you got Finn and you got JD and you got Carlito. So
Mm-hmm.
I just think it'll be too much for the Terror Twins.
Numbers game.
Yeah, and I think that's how they kind of keep this feud going too with the win here.
Yeah, uh, Liv got the one up at SummerSlam at the turns, everything. So, and then Damian lost SummerSlam too. I'm gonna go Terror Twins. I think they kind of need this right now, to
Hmm.
get the momentum back. They're both coming off big losses at the last PLE.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go with the Terror Twins here.
So is Bash in Berlin going to be SummerSlam Backlash?
Kind of
Okay.
looks like it.
Okay.
Next up, uh, you've got the new World Heavyweight Champion, the Ring General Gunther, taking on the Viper himself, Randall Keith Orton. They're going to try to play into the controversy from the King of the Ring finals here,
Hmm.
with where they are playing into a botch and turning a botch into part of a story.
Hmm. Smart.
So, even with all that said, I mean, this is his first big defense. I mean, I know he's Austrian, but he's the native German speaker, very over in Europe, and everything like that. First defense, I'm going with Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther beats Randy. I mean that it's for all those reasons you named, plus Randy face Randy. There's no way. So
Next up, a strap match. The rivalry keeps escalating as Drew McIntyre takes on Charles Montgomery Punk.
mm,
Which way are you going here, Rod?
I got CM Punk with the win
Punk.
here.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I,
agree.
I think he
What's your
needs it.
rationale?
I think he needs it. I think just looking at this story from a just a kind of a high perspective. I think right
Mm-hmm.
now he needs it to take it where it needs to go.
I think it's going to happen for the simple reason that it sets up the rubber match, and I think
Yeah.
we get the rubber match at Bad Blood inside Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, that's more eloquently said than I could have put it. But yes, that's the rationale.
Yeah. Next up, women's tag team championships are on the line as Jade Cargill and the EST Bianca Belair try to regain their titles from the unholy union of Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. For me, I'm this is a tough one. I'm gonna say retention. Um, yeah, I think that something's got to eventually crack between Bianca and Jade. I mean, I understand what they're doing, keeping them paired up because Jade is still pretty green, but putting the titles back on them right now, I don't think makes a lot of sense.
I agree 1,000%. Like I think that Unholy Union is more of a tag team. I think Bianca
Mhm.
and Jade are two individuals. It's like Sting and Luger, right?
Yeah.
So you got to get them back split up and back in a singles action. They've done, in my opinion, they've been fair to Jade by giving her. It's been a while that she's been,
Mhm.
that she's been here
Yeah.
in real time. So
Yep.
like we at some point, I'm sure Bianca's tired of being tied to that scene.
Hmm.
I think potentially you get a heel Bianca.
It's possible. I mean, she started off as a heel in NXT.
I think you get it. I think a heel Bianca helps everything here more so than Jade turn. I think with Jade being green, she'll need more sympathy. She'll need
Hmm.
more kind of a grace from the audience
Yeah.
as she learns to be a singles wrestler. So I
Hmm.
think heel Bianca. Plus, it'll be interesting for Bianca's character. She's been a face for a while, so.
Yeah, like I said, she started out as a heel and she just kind of organically got over. You know what I mean? It wasn't
Mhm.
like they did this one thing to kind of flip her, just kind of organically happened over time.
Yeah, I think that would be the most interesting way to go if they do that.
Uh-huh. And then last but not least, for Berlin, you have the undisputed WWE Championship on the line. Can their friendship endure this contest when the prize fighter Kevin Owens challenges the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes? Um, which way you going, Rod?
Yeah, Kevin Owens, there's no way.
Yeah,
There's,
I
there's
agree.
this one like I mean, come on now. We gotta
Hmm.
do a little bit better. I think with Cody's title reign here in
Yep,
this. So
I will concur. So there you have it. Our only difference on this one is you're going for Judgment Day and I'm going for the Terror Twins.
mm,
So after that one, we're in lockstep. Um, so it'll be interesting
that's the
to
match
see
to
how it all
watch.
plays out. Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
to be honest, like I said, you haven't been able to like these last few or whatever. We've been tying.
yes, yes, yes. Not this time.
Yeah, yeah,
Hey, so everybody, if you can only watch one match, this is the
yeah.
match to watch.
Well, like I said, circle back as well. Here we're gonna actually be touching on NXT No Mercy as well.
Yes, sir.
So, that'll have an impact. Both of them are happening over the weekend.
Yes.
So come back and check out our picks for that one. In the meantime, give us a like, share, subscribe wherever you are. Hope you're doing well. Take care of one another. We'll see you when we see
Hey, that no mercy sign is fire. See you when we see you.
you.